This is playoff football in Chicago. The cold, the wind, the snow, and these Bear fans wouldn't have it any other way here inside historic Soldier Field. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Chicago Bears. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Leading the charge, Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
And we can talk all we want about football, leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
They'll run with Corum to begin the drive. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. As you can see, they're not operating at full health today, partner. That's been a big story the last couple of weeks. But the bottom line, their record is solid, and you know that this is still a very dangerous team, even with those guys missing.
What they have shown us throughout this season is that this team has stayed focused, and some injuries, they're just not going to derail the momentum they built up all season long. They continue to go out there and play and give their best performances.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Stafford going to give this one to Corum. And now lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So their task a little bit more difficult now. Second and 13 that they're walking up on. Stafford now to throw. They'll find a man over the middle. Tutu Atwell. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Now Stafford. His pass caught at the 4. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And his kick is good. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines, the defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Oh, good return up past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now, because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
Well, he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. From the 46, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw, it's Williams. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. To the air, Williams. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up fourth down. They'll go. Here's Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Rams' 31-yard line.
Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. And quickly they get to the line.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up third down and 2.
Again, it's Homer. Oh, he is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's 4th down.
To throw, Williams. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs.
250.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dominique Robinson, the one who got in there to drop him.
A 10-yard loss on the play. It's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
It's fielded at the 45. 35 yards that time on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Going on the ground with Homer. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Rams' 49-yard line.
This is Homer. And some nice running going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams' 42.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's Williams. That is caught. And he will have the Bears 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Throwing is Williams. That's complete. Roma Dunze. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll run here with Monangai. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they got 3rd and short.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Luther Burden, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game. Santos on to try the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. Ethan Evans on now to punt. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. They'll score down a 36-yard punt, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On the ground, it's Monunga. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw. Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Roma Dunze. An 18-yard touchdown grab. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. L.A. readies for its next possession. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll get this one complete to Atwell. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34. They'll run the toss here with Corum. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Corum. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. After one, a 14-3 ball game. The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw, Stafford. He gets this to Devontae Adams. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, He often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. They'll try and run for the first with Corum. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are 1 game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the draw, Corum. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Out of the gun, Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. On 3rd down, here's Corum. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Giovanni Ricci, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Rams take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Chicago offense set to get started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right. I don't care what level of football you play. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone will come free.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Monangai. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Hey, volunteer.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both of them down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll look to throw again. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go, and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. Devontae Adams. Touchdown, LA. Devontae Adams. 69 yards. And the Rams have regained the lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And it's now 17-14. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1 play drive and into the end zone for 6. And he returns this to the 22. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
1 play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Williams. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Ready to go!
Looking to throw. Williams. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
To the air once more, Williams. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
They'll run. Menengai. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
2nd and 5.
Ready to go!
Running is Menengai. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Williams. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. To the air, Williams. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
To throw, Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Roma Dunze with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears have moved out in front. What a first half. Already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 10.
Throwing is Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Now it's Stafford. They'll find a man over the middle, Tutu Atwell. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1.
Here's Ethan Evans now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
What is it hard?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
They'll get this into the hands of Dunze.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here's Williams.
Incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Throw left side complete. That's more. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 17-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. Pass complete to Loveland.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.